Now, if I draw the Fibonacci in from that high to this low, you can see at the 50% level, there's a nice market structure coming in there. So if I can get a candle reversal there, I'm definitely going to consider some shorts there. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for another trading day. Today I will look at Bitcoin, FTSE, the dollar index, and the potential trade setup in Forex, and also look at a little bit of currency strength for today. Now, if we look at the dollar index, as you can see yet again here, on the long black candles, that shows a lot the bears are fully in control. Then we had the small white candles, and then as I've said yesterday morning, a sudden big black candle yet again. So it doesn't look very bullish, although I pick up a little bit of dollar strength here overnight. It's mostly in the red zone, then in the neutral zone, then in the red zone. So it's definitely not convincingly bullish. The bearishness are not on yet because we still sit with this almost double top scenario. Now I think we will get the dollar to go well below once we see it breaks below this moving averages here, because I can see this moving average is now catching up to the structure coming in there. So this would be the magnet, this would be the area, but I don't think we should see a free fall or a very nice strong bearishness on the dollar until we break this level. But in the meantime, we have to look at the short-term signals that we do have, and which is the long black candles and the small white candles. That is on the short term more bearish than bullish. And I will stick to what I see here. In general, for currency strength for today, you see with the dollar very neutral, we will have to look at some cross-currency pairs. Otherwise, you won't find that much that will move in a big way. My number one pick for today is to be CAD long. It's absolutely all the sparkle, the CAD. So the CAD, the Aussie, and then the yen. Those three. The yen has got sudden strength. If you look at the US yen last night, it was just flying upwards, showing a lot of, and that even on a weaker dollar. So on the yen, definitely weakening a lot there. So I'm a little bit worried about the yen strength here. It might swap around with a pound, and then I will change my mind. All right. So definitely top of the pile here. All the sparkle is the CAD, then the Aussie, then the yen, and then bottom of the pile is we've got definitely the Swiss franc. We want to be short there. We want to be short euro and the New Zealand. It's a little bit difficult with the Aussie up there and the New Zealand down here because they mostly do the same thing. So also be aware of that combination there. So the big thing for me is I like the Swiss yen or the Swiss CAD or the Swiss Aussie, bringing in the euro. But the only one I could find that gives us a little bit of a potential trade setup is the Swiss yen. Now with the Swiss so weak, definitely, even if the yen weakens a little bit more, we could still see some nice shorts coming up. Now, if I draw the Fibonacci in from that high to this low, you can see at the 50% level, there's a nice market structure coming in there. So if I can get a candle reversal there, I'm definitely going to consider some shorts there. You can use any reversal technique that you like there on the 4-hour charts, even 1 hour timing you can apply. I won't go less than 1 hour unless you do a quick fast scalp trade, maybe on a 15 minutes or lower, but that's a very strong level and we should see the market respond there. The market could cut right through, then I will step aside, but if the market stalls there and gives me a nice solid reversal signal, then I'm going to consider some shorts there. Before we continue, thank you for today's sponsor, Inkasu. Do you struggle with customer queries that takes up all your time? Contact Inkasu to help transform your website customer focus with an integrated AI staff member. For more info, check out the link in the description. Then on the FTSE, I gave you this trade on Monday morning, the long, looking good, still waiting for the targets I've set on the previous videos, which is the 1.27 and the 1.618 Fibonacci of this swing here. I lowered that level to come in below the round levels there because that is like 8,900 levels, and I would like just to get below those round levels. But another trade is potentially setting up for today, which I can add to the trade. You can see here, it's busy looking for a breakout there. So a breakout up there would take this consolidation which is happening here, and I will then add to the trade yet again. On my mentoring group, we started to trade at this consolidation breakout here. We got some targets up the page and then our final target up on that spike. So we're still in that trade, and now we're trying to get into another one there. The other indices are very difficult to read at present. But if we look at the pound is strengthening a little bit. It was earlier today down here, so it makes me a little bit nervous because a strong pound would be stock market bearish for the FTSE. So I would like it into the neutral zone and try to get it a little bit weaker. So that worries me. If the yen is going to weaken further, the pound is going to take that spot, then I just might change my mind. But at this stage, it looks strong. I am long, and I will keep sitting with this trade. Then I'm not going to talk about all the cryptos this morning, just a quick mention of Bitcoin, still in this consolidation. But you can see here, again on the 4-hour charts last night in the Tokyo session, the market sold off and found support. They're coming in. But in general, cryptocurrencies have now broken out the pattern and faded back into the pattern. That means the sideways range is not done yet. Unfortunately, I really thought that we do have the bounce now, but I get the feeling the market's not ready to rally yet. So everything else I'm looking at, XRP and Solana and Ethereum and LinkedIn, Chainlink and Litecoin and Cardano and XLM and Dogecoin and so forth, all of them did take out those sideways ranges, but they're fading back into the ranges, showing me they're not ready to run yet. So like I would always do, I will just extend this sideways range there and say, all right, well, let's see again. But what I like is at this lateral support here on Bitcoin, say, you know what, that is, I won't trade this, but look at this here. I like the potential of this on the long lower shadow. You see 3 candles there last night. Actually 1, 2, 3 candles, 12 hours. The market is finding support here. So I'm not saying I'm stepping away completely. I'm definitely still very much interested in these halfway marks. Remember now, we've been talking about the long lower shadows, the halfway marks. That's the areas that are tested. And we might see another liquidity run. The worrisome part of Bitcoin was the fact that we did see the liquidity run on these levels, but not of this one. So I don't know if they are pushing for that level. I surely don't hope so. I would love to see a break and a rally, but that's the worst case. That's the worst case scenario, is that they will come down, run this $88,000, $87,000 levels, and then push it up from there. But guys, trading isn't just about my insights. Please fill up the comments below this video. You can support this channel by checking out all the links in the description. Thank you for joining me today on this trading journey. Remember that trading carries risk. So don't forget to trade responsibly and never ever trade with money you cannot afford to lose. I can't wait to see my next video. Until then, trade well.